y'all, welcome back to Saving Grace Homestead. It's been a little bit. I have a lot to catch you up on. I wanted to catch you up on the stuff going on here on the homestead. And as you can see, the sun is setting behind me. I had intended on doing this video. I've been wanting to do this video all day long, and we didn't finish up our homeschooling until 3:30 this afternoon. And if you're a homeschooling parent, you already know what kind of day that was if we didn't finish up until 3:30 this afternoon. So prayers welcome. But January, does anybody else feel like January had more than 1 month in it? I know I'm not the only one. And for us here, inauguration week was like a whole month. And that's not a political statement. That is just what we have going on here on the homestead. And so anyway, if you all follow our Facebook and Instagram page, you may remember me doing a post about our second mama sheep. And our animals, of course, love to pick the most inopportune time to have their babies. That is just what they do. She decided right before we had a snowstorm coming in, and I think this was just before inauguration week. I'd have to go back and look at the date of that post, but you saw her and her precious little baby lamb. But she decided that as the sun was going down and temperatures were dropping and a snowstorm was coming in by that next morning, that I'm sitting here feverishly trying to get the chicken coop cleaned out so we could get fresh dry bedding down before all that snow came in. We were supposed to get like 7+ inches of snow. And so I was like, we need to batten down the hatches. You know, we need to, some of you in the northern states, you might be laughing, but it's true. Here, like, we don't normally get that much snow. In fact, I think since we've lived here for 11 years, I think now, not on the homestead, but just in Tennessee in general. And so we've never gotten that many inches. We've come pretty close. We were snowed in for a week, not this past year, but the year before, Christmas time. But yeah, we don't get that much snow at one time. So we were making sure that all the animals had dry bedding. If they had to be kind of shut down for a while, that they were going to be good. So I'm feverishly cleaning out this chicken coop, and my daughter's trying to get all the other chores done, get the animals put up. The plan was we were supposed to clean out the barn and the chicken coop. That was not happening. Time got away from us. So I said, okay, here's the barn plan. Okay, we're going to take the goats from the stall that they're in. We've got 2 stalls in the goat barn. We're going to take the goats from the stall that they're in. We're going to put them in the cleaner stall that nobody's been in. And we will clean out the other one once the snow melts and we have time to do all that. Hey, Oliver, baby. You coming to say hi? I can hear him talking to me. I don't know if y'all can hear him talking to me. So what you doing, bud? What you doing, bud? And it's warmer here now, so pardon my pasty legs, but yeah, I'm in shorts and short sleeves today. But just a couple weeks ago, we were freezing. So anywho, as I'm in the middle of this project, my daughter's in the middle of her chores. She comes to me, she's like, Mom, we have a problem. I was like, I don't have time for problems like that. I don't know. I don't know if you've ever told your kid that, but like, no, not right now. I'm in the middle of something, and I have enough on my plate. Hey, Oliver, baby. Hi, sweet boy. And no problems allowed. Come back to me later. She's like, no, but you need to come look. Okay, fine. So I stop my project, turn around, and there's second mama sheep. She's decided that now is the time to have this baby. Baby is still freshly birthed. Now, normally, we don't bother with the sheep. They stay outside, they're good, they're built for this. Like, they are born with thick coarse fluff. They're good. However, this baby was not completely dry. Like I said, sun's going down, temperatures dropping, snow's coming in, potentially 7+ inches. And so I was like, I can't just leave this baby and this mama out here right now at this moment in this time. Okay, change of plans. Deep bedding method on the goats. Just throw fresh pine shavings on top, make it nice and dry. They'll be good temporarily until we can resolve the situation. Keep the goats where they're at. Put the sheep in the currently clean stall. It will be good. So we switched all that around. Finished taking care of the chicken coop. But anyway, it's always something. They're always keeping us on our toes. So fast forward to inauguration week. We've got this fresh baby lamb, and one of our livestock guardian dogs, we were told, okay, she was free, and we are so thankful for her. She did the trick with our mischievous, ginormous livestock guardian puppy. She has made a great friend for him. She has mellowed him out. It's been wonderful. However, I asked the people when we got her, is she fixed? They were like, no, but she's been with 2 other male Great Pyrenees dogs for years and nothing. So I was like, okay. Well, apparently our dog is better equipped. That's all I can say about that. So we weren't sure if she was pregnant or not. In fact, it had come to my mind a couple days prior that I should look at what the gestation is, like when should I be looking for signs. Well, the snowstorm had resolved. It didn't end up being as bad as what it was supposed to be, but now the temperatures were dropping to the coldest temperature of the year. Single-digit temperatures, negative feels like temperatures, and either late inauguration night or very early the next morning, Winter, our female livestock guardian dog, is like, now is the time that I should release these puppies. Now is the time. Oh my word. So we didn't discover them until late in the afternoon, the following afternoon. So Tuesday, that was a Tuesday, right? Yeah. Anyway, she had 4 puppies, and we did our best to make sure she had everything that she needed. She was in the hay area, which hay is warmer than anything else, and so she was in a good spot, kind of blocked from wind and all that. And she was doing a great job. Super attentive mama. She was taking care of those puppies. She was not leaving their side. In fact, we were a little bit worried about her because she was not eating and drinking or getting up or anything. And so we were kind of trying to coax her to eat and baby her and spoil her a little bit to try to make sure all her needs were met. And in the process of all that, all right, she's got the 4 puppies. So cute. 2 little white ones, 2 little brownish ones. So cute. She was keeping them warm. She was doing a great job. The next morning, we did find one passed away, one of the little white ones. And so I'm not sure what happened to that one. There's a number of things that could have happened. She could have accidentally stepped on it or sat on it. It could have gotten cold, being the temperatures were so cold. And if anybody is new to our channel and you're like, why didn't you bring her inside? We live in an RV, a family of 5. And so we do not currently have the space to bring in a full-grown livestock guardian dog and puppies and all of that. That's not a possibility. So she was in a good spot. And honestly, those dogs, they do not like to come inside. They do not want to be confined in that way. It stresses them out. They do not like it. So do not come for me. But So we have one that passed away. That was sad. Then the next day, so I think we're on like Thursday now. We had one that we kept having to give extra care to kind of keep it perked up, and it was struggling a little bit. And I noticed that its back legs were not functioning like at all. They just dangled there. There was no movement, no strength, nothing. And so I kind of forewarned my oldest, because she instantly gets so attached. I've learned to compartmentalize. I care for our animals. I will do anything and everything to help them, but I'm also realistic when I'm like, this probably isn't going to go well, and I just kind of like separate myself emotionally. So my mom, being the animal lover that she is, was like, take it to the vet, just make sure. She went with us to the vet. I'm so glad that she did. So me and our kiddos and my mom went to the vet. My husband was working, so he's not trying to be like unavailable. Anyway, so we go, and the vet did, kind of tested it out, and he was like, I have to be honest with you, there's 0% chance of recovery here. And, this is not going to improve, and these puppies, and I'll show you clips here. They're adorable. But these puppies are going to be huge dogs. My oldest, bless her heart, she was like, Mom, can't we just get one of those like dog wheelchairs? No, that sounds lovely, but realistically, no. These are livestock guardian dogs. These are outdoor dogs. They're going to be huge. You can't just give it a wheelchair. So we ended up having to put that one down. And of course, out of 3 kids, none of them process grief the same way. My youngest was holding it all together until Nana asked her if she wanted a picture with the puppy, and then she lost it. 2 of my kids wanted to be in there while the technician gave it its first shot to just make it go to sleep. My youngest wanted nothing to do with that, so she wanted Mommy to go out in the hall with her, so I did that. My mom stayed with the kids. So I was so glad to have her there. So that was rough. 2 puppies out of the 4 passed away. Super cold temperatures, trying to keep Mama healthy and strong. So we overcome all of that. The kids did get, the vet's office was great. They gave us this little cardboard like coffin, and we actually buried both puppies in that. So the kids got to kind of decorate it and say their goodbyes and bury the puppies, and had their moment. And then I think it was the following day or within a couple days of that, my husband and my oldest come in to me. I'm trying to make dinner. They're trying to kind of wrap up evening chores. And they're like, Primrose, which is our white goat, she is she's the queen of the herd. She headbutts everybody. Not people, but she keeps everybody else in line. She's the boss. They're like, she looks super pregnant and really lethargic. Y'all. Instantly, I was like, well, that is the perfect description of bloat. So I now have a bloated goat. It's dinner time. Bright sun is going down. We don't have electricity in our barn. We do have solar lights. So whatever light is available in there is just whatever solar light we have soaked up into those panels. And I was like, I have to go try to fix bloat right now. Y'all, bloat, if you're not familiar with goats, they can belch up some air, but when they're rumen, which is kind of like their stomach before their stomach, it kind of grinds everything down before going to their stomach. When that gets full of air, when their body cavity gets full of air, they can't just pass it. And so it will literally kill them within 24 hours. It is an emergency. It is a death sentence for a goat. So here I go, marching out into freezing temperatures, armed with olive oil. And I do have a drenching syringe that is specially for goats and such, that you can get liquid down their throat without aspirating them, making them like inhale liquids into their lungs. And I was like, where's my syringe? I haven't had to use it in forever, which is a great thing. It's a great sign that everybody's been healthy. We're great. I haven't had to use it. Where is my drenching syringe? My husband was like, oh, back before we got Winter, Sarge, our ornery livestock guardian, ginormous puppy. Yeah, he chewed that up, remember? Awesome. Great. So I have no syringe. I have no goat bloat treatment. We try to do everything very holistically here on our homestead. And so I was like, okay, one recommendation was Dawn dish soap. And I was like, well, that's not happening. We're not shoving Dawn dish soap down our throat. That's disgusting. Okay, olive oil it is. I grabbed the olive oil and a cup and a medicine syringe that you would give like one of the kids, you know. I was like, we're gonna do our best. Out to the barn we go, freezing temperatures. And I get out there and she is huge. She looks like she's carrying 2 babies, width-wise. Okay. She is miserable. You can tell she is miserable. She is pressing her head against things, which means they are in pain. I was like, okay, she may or may not make it through the night. I don't know. So olive oil, I gave her as much as I could until at one point she did choke on it. And I was like, I'm not going to kill her via aspiration. So we're going to stop there. And I'm just going to pray about it and let the olive oil do its work. And we're going to hope for the best. So olive oil and prayer. The next morning I woke up praying just instantaneously. I was just praying. Came out. She looked significantly better. So we were headed in the right direction. I let her out to movement is good for them too. To move around. She still looked miserable. Ran to Tractor Supply, got some goat bloat treatment and a new syringe. Came back and she looked completely normal. She had completely deflated to proper size and was back to eating hay. You know, she looked a little bit like after you overcome sickness, like you're better, but you look like you've been through it. She looked like that, but she was back to just normalness. I was like, why do you put me through, why do you do this? Why are you all doing this? Between the lamb and the puppies and now this and the burial, like why? Y'all. So that's where we're at. Everybody's great. Everybody's doing well. Puppies are getting huge. Here's what they look like now. They're so stinking cute. Starting to open their eyes and everything. But they're only, they are 2 weeks old now, as of right now. So they're going to be huge. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to go in and fix dinner, but I just wanted to give y'all that fun little update. And if anybody else felt like there was more than 1 month in January, I'm with you. I'm glad it's February. We are on to new things. And I don't want to jinx it or anything. I don't. So I'm not gonna say too much, but everybody's doing well right now. And we don't have any more babies that are due anytime soon. I am hoping that both of our goats are pregnant. We shall see. We'll see. But if they are, then they're not due until like late April, early May. Somewhere in there. April, May-ish. So we'll see how that goes. But nobody should be giving birth to anything anytime soon. It's too cold for like chickens to start trying to hatch anything out. So we would just like love it if they would pick up their egg production. That would be great because they've been freeloading, you know, that's what they do during the winter. So yeah, anyway, that's where we're at. Just wanted to give you all that update, and here's to a smoother February than what January was, because I just would like for the month to contain 1 month. I don't need any more weeks that feel like a whole month. So anyways, hope y'all are doing well. And if you want to hear any more about our homeschool journey, or you know, I'm doing some myth busting over on our homeschool channel. We do have a Saving Grace homeschool channel. You can head over there and follow us on that. But for all the homestead stuff, you're caught up, and I hope you enjoyed the cuteness and all of my shenanigans. So anyways, talk to you next time. Did you hear me talking about you, Winter? Excuse me, Miss Ma'am. Excuse me, Miss Ma'am. Did you hear me talking about you? Squish your nose. Look at that nose. How are your babies? Huh? How's your babies? What you doing? You're being such a good mama, aren't you? You're a sweet girl. Huh. You just added to our stress, but it's fine. You're a sweet girl. Yes. Jealous that the cat's getting some attention? Sweet girl.